What's up? What a day it has been. Just going through another day of acknowledgement, another day of journey as I chronicle my stages of my dark night of the soul. Man, I'm learning so much about myself. We talk about that. We've shared it in numerous videos about the ugly truth. Learning a great deal about the ugly truth of my personality, and how in a lot of ways I've had a nonchalant, selfish, I don't give a damn attitude about a lot of different things. And it has been programmed in me. And not only that, the fact that I feel like I don't have a voice. And what I mean by that is, yeah, you're hearing me audibly right now, but because I've been programmed to think a certain way, it is not even my fault. That's what the crazy part is. This was something that I was programmed from early childhood. And if you don't know, that's a part of our spiritual journey, each and every one of us. As we begin to come into what true spirituality is, it only can be built upon learning who you are, knowledge of self. You've heard it time and time again, but the fact remains, it is what it is. You have to get to know yourself, and upon getting to know yourself, you will learn about the deep embedded or the deep-rooted issues that tend to play out in patterns and cycles and tendencies that you may have, ways you respond, ways you react, different behaviors that you may have. All of these things are basically just reflections of who you truly are. And so only when you start diving and delving into yourself, internally, soulishly, emotionally, psychologically, will you learn of yourself, your character. And so, I find that I'm selfish. You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, I'm saying this in the present tense, but I'm working through it as I speak. And so don't take it as though it's all bad, because I know you may be in that same place yourself, to where, man, you're doing the shadow work, you're learning of yourself, and you don't like what you're coming to realize about yourself. But however, just know and remember that you're a work in progress. You're under construction. And so you're not the final you. You're not complete. You know what I'm saying? We are whole and entire, but we are not complete because we've been fragmented. And because you have so many different thought forms in operation under the umbrella of one complete program, you be patient with yourself. So accept that you have these issues. Accept the fact that I wasn't as a great guy as I thought I was, or I wasn't as a great woman as I thought I was. Accept those things. And then once you accept it, then that's when you can begin to work at correcting these things. I'm not going to say remove them. I'm going to say correct them, because it's all a part of you. And it makes your total being. It's who you are. And so you don't want to say, oh, I'm going to get rid of these issues and these tendencies that I have, these patterns. No, you're going to correct them. You're going to learn how to work through them. You're going to understand how to harness them, how to let them be a part of you, but it's not to anyone's demise, or it's not degrading. It's not self-sabotage. It's not self-abuse. And so just remember, each and every day, you have more and more and more of that opportunity to better yourself. Rediscovering yourself is where you are. And right now, that's what it's about. Rediscover yourself. Get to know yourself. How else can you be significant and truly connect with people if you're not fully connected with yourself? And so we have these false selves that we live by, that we operate. I mean, that's how we get down. That's how we move. We think it's us, but truly it's a false self. Because if you're not able to live in your own authenticity, in your own free will self, without feeling condemned or feeling pulled by the influences and ideologies of, say, your parents, your spouse, you know what I'm saying, even yourself. Because sometimes we've placed expectations on ourselves based on the expectations that have been the rule of thumb, or the norm, or the standard, built up and set forth by those who, it don't matter. And so you rediscover yourself. Find ways to appreciate your authentic self. Do some things that will make you happy. Do some things that will help your well-being. Whatever it is you like to do, get involved. Do it. Don't wait another day. Get on the move now. Set your intentions and make plans to do what you want to do now. Stop putting it off and stop saying, oh, I'll get to it. I got more things to do. That's not a sign of you loving yourself and caring about yourself. Because when it comes to other things, and a lot of times other individuals, you'll move. You'll move just like that. If somebody call you and say, oh, I need some help, either you're going to go or you're not going to go. You're not gonna put it off and say, well, I'll get back to it and I'll get back to you in a couple of days, or you won't put it off like you'll put yourself off. You'll put yourself off and say, well, I won't do it today. I'll do it. I'll do it next week. But when somebody call you, how often are you telling them that? How often are you putting someone else's interests and needs before you put in your own? And so all of the going within and rediscovering who you are and knowing your true authentic self, all of it comes from self-love, self-care. And so it's important. Again, act on it. Know that it's a process. Be patient with yourself. Surround yourself with individuals that can be compassionate about your process. While you're passionate about your process, you need to have individuals around you that can have some compassion for your process and be patient with you as well. But again, I appreciate you. Thank you for taking the time to listen to this. I know and I hope that something that I've shared has been edifying and adding to you. And as we always say, peace and love, and your third eye has just been kissed.